We'll wait for a few more people to join, and then we'll get rolling. This is our FRT live show. People have been...
there are two versions of the FRT. There's the business one, and there's the verifier
one. I don't know. I think that's fake news. Denis doesn't know of two, and he's both a business and a verifier.
Yeah, but maybe I don't have access to the verifier one. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Because when they did make those changes on Friday, because when I looked all the new guns that were prohibited on Friday night, it was still showing non-restricted. When I looked again Saturday morning, it was updated. But unless there's been any changes since yesterday, we're good. So
okay. So all right. So the possibility exists that there are two. There is
another one.
There is another one
for sure. Yeah,
this is confirmed for sure.
Tracy Wilson just commented and said there are two. And so did Caliber Magazine.
Of course there are two. Why wouldn't there be two? Let's find another way to...
Technically, there are three, because there's the live one that the verifiers have access to. There's the business one that's like a little bit delayed. And then there's a public FRT that is for us unwashed plebs that never gets updated because they don't have the resources to save it to PDF every once in a while.
Right. So... we're going off the business one for the record, and we don't know what the delay time is, but we'll give you what we have live. These won't be screenshots. They certainly won't be doctored screenshots. It won't be fake news. Listeners have been commenting on our post with guns they would like us to check on the FRT, so we're going to do that. If this isn't the live version, I'm not sure how valuable this exercise is, unfortunately, but we're going to do it anyway because why not? So,
well, if it was updated as of yesterday, so all of the stuff that went in. Well, Denis just said it did.
Yeah.
Right? He checked yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're looking at, Denis, is accurate up until yesterday, you figure?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so Denis, you've been provided with a list. The list was compiled by our listeners commenting on the thread. So what do you got first?
Okay, I'm just going through the list that Kelly just sent me. Okay, TriStar I haven't checked yet. The SLR, BCL Coyote, those are prohibited.
Okay, well that makes sense because if the SLR is prohibited and the Coyote is based on the BCL Coyote uses the SLR receiver, unfortunately, I understand that. Now, before you go any further, Adriel, is there any value here in sharing Denis' screen?
Yeah, I mean, if
is that a thing we can do?
Denis? Yeah, Denis would just on his Zoom there, just go to share screen. I'm also going to write down what we get as answers so that we can respond to all the comments. Yeah.
All right. You're going to keep track of that, Adriel?
You bet.
Okay. You guys banter. Adriel will write down, and I will update the list as we go.
Perfect.
Update from what people were sending out. And okay.
All right. We're going to hit all the big ones, guys, but we're also only going to do this for about an hour. We're not here till midnight, right? So, okay, beautiful. We can see select child. That's interesting. Select child.
Okay, so you can. Okay, so now you see my screen. Okay.
Yep, we see your screen.
Okay.
So close YouPorn.
So which one? Now I don't see the.
Okay, that's fine.
TriStar KRX was the one that you just looked up there.
Yep. Yeah. So this one's non-restricted.
TriStar KRX. What's that?
That's a shotgun.
Okay. All right. Can we hit the two big ones, Denis, for the shotguns? Yep. Can you look up the Remington 870 and then the 590?
Sure.
And let's see what's happening with the 870. Remington.
So to give a little bit of feedback on this, the Remington 870 was rumored to be added to the list on Friday, and a lot of people were upset about it, obviously, and that's why we decided that we were going to talk about this.
So the Remington and okay, so
looks like there's one restricted in there. It's probably got a short barrel.
Yeah, exactly. When they show us restricted, one here is prohibited. It says non-commercial customization. So it's somebody probably who chopped this barrel or
311 millimeter barrel. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the 870 seems to be non-restricted unless it has a short barrel.
Okay, so the 870 is still non-restricted. Fine. Do we have a date on this? Do we know how current this is?
No. Like I said, some of the guns that I checked on Friday night were still showing non-restricted, and then Saturday morning they were changed to prohibited. So I'm guessing there was an update Friday night or Saturday during. Yeah.
All right. So now can we check the Mossberg 590?
Yep.
There's a 590 and then there's the 590A1. So
yeah, I'm check. Yeah, just check for the A1. So
restricted with a 260 millimeter barrel.
Yeah.
Again, non-commercial customization. So that means somebody's messed with it.
Yep. And all the other ones, no. Yeah, they're all non-restricted, except for one restricted again with a short barrel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
next.
one of the people was commenting that, hey, my barrel was over 20 millimeters, and I think we're not going to see any changes in the FRT for stuff like that unless it's a four gauge or something ridiculous, right?
Yeah. I'm still not going with the whole. This is me personally. It's just my opinion. I don't believe we're going to lose shotguns because of that 20 millimeter thing. I know that Bill Blair's tweets aren't law. And, legal opinions aren't law, and the letter of the law is the letter of the law, and anything over 20 millimeters is supposed to be prohibited. But I think when the dust settles, they're going to leave the shotguns alone, and they're going to be exempt to that 20 millimeter thing.
Yeah, might do them later.
Now, yeah, possibly, but I doubt it. I think we'll be left alone with our shotguns. That's just my thought, my opinion. And as we're seeing right now tonight, the 590 and the 870 are still non-restricted.
Yeah.
What's next, Kelly? You want to ramble one off for him, or Adriel, whatever one of you guys has the list?
Remington Versamax.
There's already something hanky with the Versamax and the chambering thing. Oh, it's a capacity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at there. 3.5, 3.5, 3 inch, right? Some of them are 3 inch, some of them are 3.5.
Again. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Interesting. I thought all the Versamaxes were 3.5 inch, but
they are often labeled as 3 inch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wait, now, sorry, let me get that right. Some of them
they don't have a Magnum receiver, so the barrel's chambered in 3.5, but so they don't. But the receiver is not a Magnum, so not meant for 3.5.
Right. So all the Versamax Tacticals actually have a 3.5 inch barrel, but are labeled 3 inch. So you can have a verifier such as Denis verify it with tools and then stamp it accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up after that is the JR carbine or Just Right carbine.
Yeah, we'll have to check the FX9 too.
Yeah, that's on the list.
So Just Right carbine. There's not the pistol, the rifle. And restricted. Now the restricted ones is because of the barrel length.
So non-restricted if it has a barrel over 483 millimeter.
Yeah.
And 508 millimeter.
Yeah. Next up after that, Canuck Commander 12 gauge.
Non-restricted.
Non-restricted, yeah.
Non-restricted. Mossberg 590M. What's the M? Is that the mag-fed one?
Yep.
Or yeah. Well, we already checked the Mossberg 590, but
We'll look specifically for the M this time for fun.
I think one of the issues is
590M.
that someone with access to the FRT looked for prohibited and shotgun, or prohibited and other stuff, and they found a bunch of restricted things. But it was all the short barrel versions, right?
Yep. So no,
590
590. They're all non-restricted. Yeah.
GSG 15.
Let's try GSG. Nope, doesn't.
German sport guns, maybe.
Yeah, GSD in there. Yeah.
There you go.
For German sports gun. Okay.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, so the whole list, GSG 15 here. Okay. And this one non-restricted.
Restricted.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
GSG 16. I believe that's right there. This isn't going to be a change, but
Non-restricted.
non-restricted. Ruger PC9.
Yeah. Is it bad when I say just give them time? I'm sorry.
What's that, Kelly?
I said, is it bad when I say just give it time?
No, but
Try just
Ruger
the PC.
PC. Yeah.
Okay.
Or is it? What else would it be
PC,
called?
well, it's the PC Carbine.
Yeah.
PC. Oh yeah, there we go. PC Carbine.
Additions to the list I just sent Adriel.
So
yeah, long enough barrel. It's good enough.
Yep.
So still non-restricted depending on barrel length.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's what we're seeing is a lot with just depending on the barrel length.
That's not new. That's been there since they first came out, right?
Most of the ones we checked so far, there hasn't been any changes. They're restricted because of the barrel length.
Absolutely. Right.
So, like, there's a lot on this list that have, in my opinion, no chance in being in here as prohibited or restricted. Do you mind if we pick and choose the ones most likely to be at risk?
You use your judgment, Adriel.
Because like the Ruger Precision, as far as I know, there are no models that are prohibited. The Ruger number 1 does have some that are prohibited because of the 460 Weatherby. So the Ruger number 1 would be interesting to look at. You'd think it would be the other way around, right?
Yep. Let's look it up. Ruger number 1.
Ruger number 1.
Okay.
I'd like to find one that, it has actually been added.
One So see, all non-restricted, but there's lots of calibers.
Yeah, there's going to be one caliber in there.
Keep going.
Yeah,
the 4s. None.
40, 450, 460.
There we go.
Yeah,
460.
They prohibited the 460. So, Denis, with this.
Oh yeah, see when you click on the comments, see what it says.
Read it.
It says any firearms capable of discharging a projectile with a muzzle energy greater than 10,000 joules, other than one referred in item. Anyway, the rest doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
Item 12, 13, 14, 20, 22, or 30, whatever those items are, of this part, or one designed exclusively for the purpose of neutralizing explosive devices. So, Denis, can we say with 100% certainty that as of last week, this gun was not prohibited, and now it is because of this joules thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So this is one. Now, but Adriel, this would have been named in the ban, yeah?
No.
They picked this one out specifically because of the caliber and the 10,000 joules.
That's correct.
Yeah. But they haven't done that with the shotguns because of the 20 millimeter thing. I'd just like to point that out.
There is one There's
Let's go.
some stupid punt gun or something like that.
Well, the Ivor Johnson, apparently. So look up Ivor Johnson shotguns, Denis. I want to see this. The rumor was that the CBSA doesn't make the law, but apparently they have a lot of say about things. I don't know where they get this power.
What's the model for this Ivor Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just have to search all of them.
Just put shotguns and
single shot. It was a single shot, correct?
Single shot. Yeah.
Yeah. The list will still be long.
Whoa. Okay.
We can't look at all of them. Like you have to open them up one by one.
Kelly, can you use some Google foo and try and find the news story or the post that said the Ivor Johnson was suddenly prohib? Find out what model of Ivor Johnson it was.
Sure, give me 2 seconds.
Awesome, thanks, Kelly.
Do you guys want to? So, do you want to confirm that about the Daria?
Daria Mark 12
going
Mark
through the list.
12. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. Mark Johnson? What? No.
Ivor Johnson. Ivor Johnson.
Yeah.
12 gauge that was suddenly made prohib. It's like a 100-year-old shotgun. Daria Mark 12 we know is gone. The Typhoon we know is gone.
The Daria Mark 12, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know the F12 was. I don't know about this one. Non-restricted. The
We
Mark
also
12.
Nope. Yeah, the
Mark
MK12
is non-restrected.
Son of a bitch. So they took away the Typhoon, but not the Mark 12. They're the same gun.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so
What about the Mark 10?
No.
Yeah,
okay.
people were asking about both.
Daria Mark 10.
Yeah, MK10.
Any luck, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm just going into it currently right now.
Non-restricted.
Unrestricted.
Let's check the Typhoon.
I'm too sober for this shit.
Ivor Johnson Enforcer Model 3000.
Enforcer Model 3000, Denis, when you're done with this one.
Yep.
Typhoon.
Oh. Nope.
Rifles. Yeah, we better look on their semi-auto shotguns.
Yeah.
Or just put F12.
Typhoon F12 should be enough.
F12. Yeah. F12 Typhoon. There we go. Okay.
Prohib.
And that's prohibited. Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Let's see the comment. Because
listen to the firearm of the design commonly known as the M16, AR-10, AR-15, and the AM4 carbine, and any variant or modification or modified versions of them, other than one referred to in item 474950 of this part. They're calling the Typhoon a variant of the M16, AR-10, AR-15.
That's correct. It kind of looks like it. If you've had like way too much to drink, and then you kind of squint and look at the Typhoon, you're like, that's an AR-15. And also, you gotta have like shit for brains, and maybe you don't really know what guns do. And you ever seen that that image of
you're drunk and you have shit for brains?
You ever seen that image, like how the media labels firearms? It's like AK-47, AK-47, AK-47. M16 Glock. When it comes, Glock.
Yeah.
That's who they have working at the CFP.
What was the model for the Ivor Johnson again?
Enforcer Model 3000.
Enforcer. Okay.
Kelly, did you Google that gun to see what it looks like?
No. I'm Googling other things. Hello, everybody.
Ivor.
That was a while ago. Let me see.
Johnson.
I'm Googling some of
prohibited.
Look at the barrel length.
Oh no, it's a rifle. No, it says a rifle.
Semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic rifle. No.
Let me double check. I think that it was already prohib though. Okay.
Ivor Johnson Enforcer is an M1 carbine pistol.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the single shot shotgun.
No.
So the fact that everybody, as soon as they saw Ivor Johnson, they started going, "Oh, single shot shotgun." There's so much. The gunnies are awful right now. just
Hi,
they're
everybody.
spreading misinformation. What's that, Kelly?
I said hi, everyone.
Hi.
And
They know
no,
who they are.
yeah, and we're
Trevor,
not.
Trevor, they
building
banned a coffee.
No, they didn't ban a coffee.
Let's look up the WK180 Kodiak.
Yeah, please. Thank you. This is
WK180C.
Yeah.
Oh no, Land's going to be in the hospital until Tuesday. He did break his pelvis in a couple of places.
oh shoot.
Yeah, it blows.
Those are 224 and 300 blackout.
I guess he's going to be sitting out the steel challenge.
Oh, there's some 556. Just scroll down there. They got 556 in there.
Okay, there we go. So,
short barrels restricted, long barrels fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
WK is still non-restricted?
Still fine, yep. What about the SKS?
Oh, yeah. We all need to know what the SKS.
I don't think it's changed, but everyone wants to know about it. Everyone's got one. There's got to be a million of them in the country. Oh, and then the Yugo SKS, because the Yugo one does have a grenade launcher attachment on it. So
unrestricted.
That's the Russian one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's something interesting. It shows a 10-shot one as non-restricted.
What?
Whose is that? Well, there is one. Kodiak made a modified SKS that runs the XCRM mags.
How do we?
I don't know if that's what they're talking about.
It says manufacturer specifications and commercial customization. That's got to be it, Adriel. What's the comment say, Denis?
No.
It's just definition of a firearm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is any of these North Vietnamese? Albanian must be the Yugo one. I don't know where Albania is, but
is Albania even a country anymore?
Wasn't one, but it was on.
Still
there's a bunch.
non-restricted.
Yeah, that's the Vietnamese one. What about that top one?
Top one was the
Okay.
Albanian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still non-restricted. Okay, SKS is non-restricted. What about just going through Type 81?
Is it safe to say if the Mossberg 590 is non-restricted, so is the 500 and the Mavericks?
Yeah.
Oh, Type 81 prohibited.
This is the first I'm seeing this.
Wow.
Wait, look at the... No, never mind. Yeah, I was going to say...
Okay. A little more.
They only show one barrel length, and 445 is long enough.
Maybe it's got a different model number. Go back and let's just look for that, because this is news to me.
That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, I didn't know that the Type 81 was. So maybe there's another version of it in the FRT.
Maybe.
They're not giving it.
So Type 81.
Oh,
So
okay.
we've confirmed the SLR. We've confirmed the Typhoon.
Yeah.
Did we check the T97, or was that on the actual list?
It's on the list.
So
it's on the list. It's the T97 got banned with the air.
No, it's on the list. Like we're gonna check it.
We're gonna look.
Sorry, wrong list. My bad.
No, for the Type 81, I only see... Oh, no, never mind. It says action full automatic. No, never mind. Okay. So...
I just want to say that everybody, thank you for watching and listening, and everybody who's adding new firearms that are already on the list that we've already checked. We have listeners that are answering them, saying that where we are at with that.
Try T81
and try to keep the comments just guns. Don't start flooding the comments, or we'll lose track of the list, please.
Yeah.
For model, yeah, try just T81, because like there's got to be some other way that they're doing this. Maybe all one word. Nope, nothing.
What's the?
Yeah, I don't don't know. I don't know what else it would be listed under. Although,
Well, can you go
check
T81
it.
and then select the action type, Denis?
Yeah, let's try that.
What do you think of the FRT, Steve?
Hi, Steve.
Or semi-automatic. Okay.
Type 81 SA is the one that we're after.
Yeah.
That's the one. Sorry, I'm just looking on Armalytics right now, which is like a really easy to use website that kind of shows the Civi version.
Okay.
So if you search type space 81, I think SA is included right after the S.
There we go.
Yeah.
So no, that one's
unrestricted.
No.
All right, we did not lose the Type 81 unless it's fully auto.
Yes.
So if you have a semi-auto Type 81, it is still non-restricted.
Maverick, SD22, M1 Carbine, High Point. I don't think any of those have changed. Actually, the High Point's interesting because that's a restricted one. What about the High Point 995 TS? We would expect this to be restricted because it does have a short barrel. Yeah, it's
We
restricted.
definitely need to check that one.
There is a non-restricted version.
Oh, interesting.
There always was, though, of the High Point carbine.
I didn't know there was a restricted version. I've never seen those.
You didn't know there was a non-restricted version of that?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a non-restricted version of the High Point.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
But it's limited to 5 rounds because it uses the pistol mag.
Rifle mag.
Rifle mag, sorry.
Yeah.
There is a
ATRS
restricted
Modern
10-round
Sporter.
version. Yeah, we got to definitely look at the Modern Sporter.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Modern Sporter.
Yes, it is.
Non-restricted.
The Modern Sporter is still non-restricted. Okay.
Commando P4.
God, I got to shave.
No, not the Walter before. I think it's
Literally everyone has an SKS. Oh, not everyone.
Everyone. Kelly, do you have an SKS?
Nope.
Why
Why?
don't you have an SKS?
I don't know.
Fix
I was
yourself.
gonna get one from the Calgary Shooting Center when they were like $200, but missed that boat.
Yep.
I don't see the P4. What's
The other version is the Canuck Operator. That's also one of those. What are they? Benelli M4 style.
Oh, yeah. What's the one we got at the shop, Denis?
Oh, that's the TAC 12.
All right.
Let's try that one.
I need one.
So for the 20 people who've just typed in Type 81, it's non-restricted. Just to let you know. Thanks.
Unless you get the full auto one. That one's still restricted.
Yes, and the SKS is non-restricted.
That's the Acdal TAC 12.
Yeah, no, that's not the right one. Solon Arms. Nope. I don't know what else it could be under.
Use the so Dean Carr, he sent over a message, and he's I just sent it to you, Denis. It said just use the search all. Use this also known as box to search, not just the model, or it's a catch-all basically, and it'll pop
Also known as.
Also known as.
Okay. Also known. Oh, okay, there we go.
There you go. So. So
it's the Sulun, SULUN TAC.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just give everybody who's listening an update. We already searched the 870, and it's non-restricted except for if you have a really short barrel under 13. So just an FYI.
Someone just commented about the Duria Mark 12. That's still non-restricted right now.
Right. However, the Typhoon is prohibited.
Yeah.
And so,
if you want another one, the other ones here look pretty obvious. There isn't anything that should have changed. What about the Arrow 9mm TNW
survival rifle thing?
Yeah.
So the Arrow survival rifle.
Yeah,
that's TNW.
Oh, and we got to check out that M10X too at some point.
So. Yes, the WK 180 is non-restricted. We're going to get to the Keltec SU-16 soon.
Oh, and the RDB. I shot one of those, and you guys know how much I loathe Keltec. Loathe. Like, I wouldn't touch it for fear of catching downs, right? And it's so flat. I went through 10 rounds as fast as I could pull the trigger, and the red dot was just like coming straight back into my shoulder. It was amazing. But yeah, my sexuality may have changed as a result of shooting it.
Well, they have inline recoil, right?
Yeah, very much inline recoil.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's very interesting. But it's still a piece of plastic junk Keltec, and probably after 500 rounds, it's going to fall apart. But, the 10 I shot were cool.
And again, yes, the we are looking these up. We're not going to re-show you us looking them up again. So we'll post the list. So people who are asking, well, you need to show us. No, we don't need to show you. We already showed and looked it up. But yeah, we will post the results of all of these things. So thank you.
It's been hard to get this TNW. We can just move on to another one.
Yeah.
Can you recap the ones that did come up as prohib just every once in a while?
Yeah, sure.
We're not going to rumble off all the ones that are still non-restricted, but the ones that did change, there's very few of them. You might as well.
Denis, could you look up the BCL 102 just while we're here? Because that's one that hasn't changed, but someone's asking.
Yeah, I thought we looked that up already at the beginning.
Nope, not yet.
No?
We looked up the Coyote.
Yeah. The SLR, the Coyote, both are moved to prohib. The Typhoon, the Typhoon has moved to prohib.
And that Ruger rifle that's in 460 went prohib.
The Ruger number 1?
Yeah.
Anything in 460 is going to get
So the
prohibited.
BCL 102 is all gone prohibited.
Yep.
So add that one to your prohibited list, Kelly. The BCL 102 now prohibited. We should look up the Troy as well.
Yeah.
Troy 102.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We're doing it.
No, I don't want to give it up.
You don't have a Troy 102.
No, I don't have a Troy 102. Never mind.
You already have your Troy's an AR-15.
I know.
Troy 102.
Yeah.
Prohibited.
Thanks.
Remember when Gallon had one? Then he lost in a boating accident.
RDB or M10X or SU16. If
Do
we're going to do
Yes.
Keltec,
Do 'em
might as well
all.
do the SU16
Yeah.
and the RDB.
All right, Keltec.
Yeah, I'll just put Celtic. Yeah.
Or
See what popped up.
My cynicism. That's what pops up.
That's never been buried. So
Oh, check the KSG. Go back up. Check the KSG.
It'll
While
be
we're in here.
fine.
KSG pump.
Non-restricted.
Non-restricted. Good. Okay. So
RDB.
RDB. Cross your fingers, Fred.
Non-restricted.
Non-restricted. All right. Good. SU16. There it is. There's a couple, the A, the B, the C. If one's non-restricted, they'll all be non-restricted. So non-restricted based on barrel length.
Yep.
Okay.
M10X.
Oh, God. Please be.
GS.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you
16 is
should wish it gets
good.
prohib.
If I don't like the gun, I don't care about its status. It's all about me. Come on, man.
As long as you get to keep your duck guns.
I was just
Right.
gonna say, don't you sound like a
Yeah. A liberal, whiny duck hunter? Yes. A FUD? Yes. It's all about me.
Did we check the Keltec 2000?
Sub 2000? No.
Not
Yeah.
yet. That's next. So the M10X is still non-restricted.
Yep.
M10X non-restricted.
It should be.
They should all be. A gun is a gun is a gun. The classification thing is stupid.
Agreed. But
Trevor?
there hasn't
What?
been any change to that stuff.
Nothing.
Good. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Nothing.
Trevor needs a shave.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not shaving until the quarantine is lifted. The stay-home order is lifted. When I get called back to work
Jeez.
or Chubby's barbershop opens, whichever happens first, I'm going to shave.
I like the name Chubby's.
I know. He's awesome. His name is actually Rodney. He's hardcore conservative. He's got a book on his shelf, something like The Democrats' Guide to Success. You open it up and it's blank pages.
What about the FX9?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So really not a lot of surprises, I guess.
No.
Well, so the thing that's upsetting is, like in my opinion, that the Typhoons are very upsetting. I don't have a Typhoon, but those were at one point restricted. So the Actel 1919s are like, no, those are air variants. And then they took another look at them, and they're like, actually, we someone showed up sober to work, and they took a look at inside, and it's a shotgun. It's not an AR-15. So they're not restricted now.
Someone without shit for brains. Well, they fired that guy.
Yeah.
And shit for brains is back at the computer.
Yeah, and so they
by the
came
way,
back on it.
They're probably watching. So if you're the guy that moved the Typhoon to the restricted list, you're a fucking idiot. Thanks for tuning in.
I don't
Dick.
think it was actually his call. I think that someone up
He
higher
was just
said,
doing his job. Yep, of course.
take everything and restrict everything as much as possible. I don't care.
You're
like,
right.
If you squint and it looks like an AR-15, ban it. That's what those guys were told to do.
Okay, so fine. Bill Blair's a fucking idiot.
Yes, any expert would be able to look at that thing and say, like, yes, this is an overgrown Weatherby SA08 that moved over.
All right, so the FX9 still non-restricted.
Yep. Tim was saying, can you check the Typhoon X12?
12.
Is that different?
Well, there's the Puma F12. There's a couple of different Typhoons. Yes.
FX12?
No, it's just X12.
X12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if.
Nope. So we'll just put
Brixie X12. That's interesting. Now we still have to check the Type 97.
Yes, check all the Typhoons.
What? No. Okay.
It's called
So
ER99. Yeah, that's a good one. Type 97. The NORC M14 we've already confirmed is prohibited. There's no change there.
just adding a couple there.
Everything's going all right. We not a lot of surprises. Some surprises.
So
Lost
some of these
my,
were
Typhoon.
prohibited.
Didn't lose that one. Didn't lose that one.
Some of these were already prohibited like a week ago, and
Still
confirmed
good.
prohibited. So like the ones we're really
It'll
trying to find out is what has changed since then, and what's changed in the last couple of days that hasn't been announced. Because the stuff in the OIC is announced, and those are toast anyways.
Yeah. So the ACR was on the OIC, correct?
Was it? I don't think it was.
Well, why don't we look it up? I can't remember. Let me know.
Man, that always known as is just biting you on everyone.
Yeah. Guess so. Typhoon. Just waiting to see.
Typhoon's the only one we're seeing. That's
Yeah. So I don't see the only the F12.
Just the F12. Why don't we check out the Type 97 or the USCON BR99 and the ACR as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Adriel, our list of prohibs, again, let's recap those that we actually have found.
The ones that so there was ones that were already announced. BCL was already announced.
Yeah.
We just confirmed it just for fun. The ones that weren't announced would be things like the SLR, the BCL Coyote, which is based on the SLR. The BCL 102
and the Typhoon.
And the Typhoon, yeah.
So
the Ruger number 1 as well in 460 was not one. Now there's a bunch of other ones on that list. There's a bunch of other rifles that are in 460 that are all going to be prohibited. But that's quite a large list and quite a varied list. We checked the dumbest one, the Ruger number 1, a single shot falling block rifle. It is now prohibited as a military grade assault firearm. Sorry, got to get my terms correct. Like that makes a difference.
Well,
T97 is non-restricted.
Yep.
Where am I in my list here?
Hey, Alain.
Is the Alain watching?
Yeah.
Nice. Get well soon, dude.
Yes.
So I take it you're not going to help on the range on Tuesday? You're going to sit this one out? Still going to get him in the Ronnie DeGroot shoot.
And a wheelchair.
Something like that. We'll figure it out. Lance going to be using a walker. I got to change his nickname from Fingers to Hop Along or something.
Okay.
He doesn't need to rest. Fine.
For those that are asking if we can share the link to this, no, we can't. This is a retailer's FRT database.
Interesting. So that Tavor 7 is a 308. It looks like that one's non-restricted. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Non-restricted. Yep.
And is the 5.56 still non-restricted? Or did we not check yet? I wasn't paying attention.
We haven't checked yet.
I was fighting with my wife over Alana's well-being.
So the Tavor, no, those are full auto, semi-automatic. Tavor 21.
Non-restricted.
Unrestricted.
Buy a Tavor, yo.
Where's the X95?
So these were more or less all expected. Any other ones that we would need to check to see if they would be under a high risk of being prohibited? ACR was one that probably bears checking. The FX9, I don't think there'll be any change, but
we checked it.
Yeah, we already did. Yeah, it's fine.
Non-restricted. ACR, and what's the other one like the ACR? There's the ACR and the XCR, right?
Well, the XCR got banned by name.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Bastards. ACR, nope.
Full auto. Nope.
What's the ACR? It's made by Remington?
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster. Okay.
And there's been one person that's been very patiently putting Troy PAR in there a couple times. So we'll take a look at that in a minute.
Yep.
But as far as I know, that's non-restricted.
Yeah, it's a pump. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. Well, they got a bolt-action shotgun in that list, so.
What?
Hey.
There is a bolt-action shotgun that got prohibited as an AR-15 variant.
What?
You want to look it up? Give me 1 second. Let me go find it.
What's this auto rifle, semi-auto pistol, auto pistol?
So the ACR, only see here either a full auto or air or gas gun. I don't see the...
No, it's a
auto rifle, semi-automatic, 64-427.
Yeah. Browning Bar M3. People are circumventing they're sending us messages.
Prohibited.
Okay. So the ACR
is gone.
We'll just hang tough here for a second. Let's make sure there's the right ACR.
Yeah, just
there was a...
It just says Bushmaster auto rifle. What does the ACR stand for? Adaptive Combat Rifle or something?
Oh.
Going through all the...
it might be under Remington. It might be under Remington as ACR.
Under Remington? Okay.
Yeah.
The Daria Mark 12 is not
restricted.
Yeah. People are just sending us private messages.
Of course.
It's okay. It's to be expected. People want to know, and they didn't choose it from the beginning.
Yeah. No. Been there, done that. You're good.
Yeah. Daria Mark 12, non-restricted. Typhoon F12?
Not so much.
Prohib.
Okay.
597. Nylon 66.
Okay, so no, I don't see ACR.
You should specifically look up the Wingmaster, because Kelly, didn't you hear the Wingmaster was prohibited?
Yes.
That was one of the rumors. Can we do that, Denis? Scroll back up to the Wingmaster.
The 870?
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh.
It's in numbered order. Keep going down. There.
Yeah,
I found the ACR. The ACR is listed as a BACR.
So check the Express Magnum. Yeah, check that one.
What is it? Know. Well, it says 870 Wingmaster semi-automatic.
How's that work?
Doesn't make sense. All Wingmasters were pumps. Check it for fun.
That's what it says.
What is that about? Non-restricted. So non-restricted. Doesn't matter. Non-commercial customization.
Fully semi-automatic pump.
It's a non-commercial customization. So somebody made a semi-automatic Wingmaster?
Cool.
Yes.
I know. It's non-restricted.
Put a spring on that thing. If you search for a model of BACR, that'll pull up
BACR. Okay.
Yeah, that'll pull it up. And you'll have to pull up the known as on there as well.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
BACR.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
The backer. You didn't know it was called a backer.
Didn't know
what it is. Yeah.
It is non-restricted.
Non-restricted. Yep.
All right. The ACR, non-restricted.
There's another one that was. Oh, I found that you'll need to look for a B210 under the model.
B210.
Yeah. Just try searching, see if that'll come up with anything.
Nope.
1 second. I'll look it up over here as well.
210. The Adler, yeah.
Yeah.
Prohibited.
Now, look at that.
Bolt action.
Shotgun, bolt action, 2 rounds in the mag. And look at why it's prohibited.
Wow.
It's an AR-15 variant.
Okay, we're back to shit for brains. It's a bolt action shotgun listed as an AR-15 variant. This is embarrassing. Oh, yes, we definitely need to check that one. Chris Vector, Uzcon BR99. I'd also like to know about the AS-46 pump.
Yeah. AS-46.
I believe there might have been a 410 or two in the list as well. Anything that kind of looked like an AR? No, a prohibited 410.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the Uzcon AS-46.
AS-46.
I got to buy something to use my mags.
Yeah.
And our
what's next?
So,
well, some people had mentioned some 410 shotguns had been banned as well. Basically, any of those Turk guns that looks like an AR got snagged, and it looks like there's a couple that made it through, like the Duria. But I would say that those are.
I want to dispel some myths more than anything. So, what's another?
There's too many myths to whack though. Like people are talking about like bolt action rifles, and they're basically just throwing everything out there. And I think that they haven't changed the entire FRT. They have reclassified a couple of firearms that were silly.
Can you guys recap what one prohib that wasn't on the original list? Let's do a quick recap.
SLR.
Somebody's been writing them down.
SLR Coyote.
Yeah.
A couple of the Typhoon F12s and variants.
BCL 102.
The BCL 102 was named. Those were named before.
Oh, okay. They were. The Troy was named as well.
Yeah, they were named.
All right, I'll shut up.
In the OIC. I don't think. Oh, and 460 Weatherbees. They added a bunch of firearms that were using big cartridges. Yeah.
Okay.
There's likely more of those coming because they hit 460 Weatherby. I don't believe they've hit the 600 nitros and 700 nitros and some of those big bad Safari cartridges yet.
Yep, not yet.
Ridiculous. Guns that Canadians own and take overseas to shoot.
Yeah.
I feel safer already.
So I think that's our recap. For anyone else who's wondering, just wait till Tuesday, I guess, and we'll get some of these finalized, or at least like the different retailers will.
Somebody is asking for the Ruger American Ranch because it takes AR mags.
But it's a bolt action rifle.
But it's bolt action. Yeah.
Well, let's look it up anyway.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
What about 50 BMG?
We know. Okay, they were named.
They were named. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
non-restricted.
Well, because there's so many different variants.
I saw it around mags.
I don't think they even specify the ranch one in the FRT.
Yeah. Okay. It's just a specific sub model.
So far, all non-restricted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Anything else on our list, Adriel?
Not yet.
There are. I'm just not sure that they're stand a chance of being like a big change on them. There's a couple I don't recognize. There's like Ranger X to XT3. I don't recognize. Storm M1. I don't recognize that one.
Let's look up the Beretta PX4 Storm rifle.
Yes.
The carbine.
That was named, wasn't it? In the OIC?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably
restricted.
Restricted.
No, it's never mind. That's the handgun. Yeah.
Hey, Adriel, have a look on the feed if there's anything else that a lot of it we've already actually looked at. A lot of it we already talked about.
The Ruger Precision Rifle is going to be non-restricted. There's no change on that one. M10X is non-restricted. Tavor is non-restricted. X95 we didn't check, but the Tavor was fine.
We did check the X95.
We did. Yeah, we checked.
We did? Okay. Yeah. X95 is fine.
We found a couple of shotguns, but they're like obscure and ridiculous, except for the Typhoon. But like your pumps are fine. The 870 pumps are fine. The Mossberg pumps are fine.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. PX. I saw it. Scroll up. No, that's the RX4. PX4 Storm. That's the handgun.
Horrible handgun.
You're right, Kelly.
Horrible.
There's the rifle. RX4.
RX4. That's not what it's called.
Rifle.
Restricted. What?
One person.
Yeah, no, that's a 223. No, okay, no.
Is it the CX4?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the CX4 you want.
CX4. Okay.
Is there a deadline?
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
C is what? P for pistol, C for carbine. What? Morons. We are morons. No one should listen to anything we say.
There you go.
I'm an ape.
Yeah, prohibited. Yeah.
Son of a diddly.
Kelly was just mentioning there that comment. Is there a deadline to prohibiting, or the chopping block stays open from now on?
It's open.
Oh, is C71 the law of the land? Did that get royal assent and all that stuff?
I believe one of the things, in C71 was that the RCMP
had the power to do whatever they wanted.
Correct.
And here they are doing it. So did that part go through?
C71 went through. There's some certain provisions that they aren't prepared for yet, like calling in for your not a registry.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. I don't know. So the Ranger XT3 and Storm M1, I'm not aware of those ones, but they're on the list here to check. M1 carbine is in the list. M14 we know is prohib. I think all these other ones are known at this point. But we said we'd take about an hour at doing this, and I think we're there. And we haven't found anything new because a lot of this has already been announced as just confirmation.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people watching don't know about this stuff and haven't been watching the news as tightly. So it's probably a good thing there.
So just do the Keltec sub 2000 for Mike Moore. And again, we did it already. I missed. So he must have missed it because I stepped away. It's fine.
It's not restricted. Yeah.
Non-restricted. Okay. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to go build a gearbox.
Okay. We're going to put out this list. And so, Adriel, one more time. Everything that we found that was now prohib.
1 second. Well, the Typhoon, the SLR, the BCL Coyote, the BCL and 102 and Troyer 102 already knew, but those are prohib in case you wanted to know. Anything in 460 Weatherby, so like the Ruger number 1 was the one that we looked up, and that one we confirmed was prohib because it's too stanky.
Some of the ones we didn't lose. We didn't lose the SKS. We didn't lose the Tavors. We didn't lose the Sub 2000. We didn't lose the FX9.
Modern
We didn't lose the Modern Sporter. We didn't use the Just Right carbine. We didn't lose the Ruger carbine.
870s are fine.
590s are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Versamaxes are fine.
Unless you have a short barrel on them.
Right.
Yeah, but it was always that way.
So if you go use Armalytics or any of the public FRTs and you search for prohibited shotguns, you will get a list of prohibited shotguns, but they're not prohibited shotguns. They're prohibited guns with short barrels. There's also other versions of those that are fine. Doesn't mean that all of them are prohibited.
Yeah.
Hey, Denis, did you do the Chris Vector?
Oh, we did not.
Nope.
Thank you, Kelly.
Nope.
Thank you to Josh for saying that we mentioned it a couple of times, but we haven't done it. So
good man, Josh.
Versamax is fine. Good. How short on Versamax? Oh God.
It's semi-auto, so anything less than 18 and a half is restricted.
Right.
No,
that's not changed. That's always been that way. But that doesn't mean that the person who asked knew that. So fair question.
Right. Canuck Commander. You're welcome.
Chris Vector, restricted. That's because of barrel length.
It'll be some weird name on it, yeah.
Which
Chris
one's
Vector commercial version, semi-auto, SBR, SO?
Let's try this one. Restricted.
Not that one.
So full auto, semi-auto.
Down 2.
This one.
Yeah.
SBR.
And then the one underneath it.
For barrel rifle.
Restricted.
Down one more.
And
here we go.
It says restricted.
Where?
I don't see it yet.
Well, they have a legal classification, like in general in there.
Yeah, I see it. Oh,
restricted.
Yeah.
How come you see it before me?
No, it's up in the top before the bottom shows up.
Okay.
One more? No, it's the handgun.
That one.
Handgun.
What's going on?
But there's some non-restricted Chris Vectors.
There are. Where are they?
Open that last one you just opened up there, Denis. There was something interesting in there. It said something about Section 84.
Oh, okay.
It in the notes there. What's that?
Section 84, one restricted firearms. I don't know. There's no...
No notes. There's notes at the top there. There's a G there.
No, the G just popped up on the side.
G.
Oh, it did too?
Yeah.
This is so goofy. Will it be a weekly thing? No!
And these are the times we live in, though, right?
Yeah, true.
Hopefully it's not a weekly thing.
Well, that's what everybody was thinking. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. They're adding them by the hour.
Right.
Well, they were on Friday.
Right, but we literally saw screenshots of the FRT showing shotguns as being prohibited that we just proved are not prohibited. Yep. So to the people who did that, you're a douche canoe.
So there should be versions of the SBR and CRB that are non-restricted.
Manufacturing dissent.
CRB. CRB.
We got enough problems with old gunnies making things worse by lying to each other.
Yeah, there's the CRB. It's got some non-restricted versions there.
Yep.
Can I sell my coyote to an indigenous person? No, you're not able to sell it.
It's prohibited. You can't sell a prohibited gun.
So yeah, the CRB is non-restricted.
Good try though, Mark. Douche canoe.
Cool. Okay, I think...
so the FRT is 1429.68 for the Chris Vector we're looking for, he says.
Yeah, we found it.
Yeah, we found it. It's non-restricted.
Cool. There you go, Andrew.
Okay,
so we are going to post the list, basically.
Yeah.
But
whatever we checked and whether it came through or not. Just keep in mind that barrel length is a thing in there as well. We're going to put like non-restricted, but that's all based on barrel length.
Yep.
And
yeah.
And this is not legal advice. This was for entertainment purposes only.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever started. Yeah. Yeah. But if you do actually have concerns, contact your a verifier who has a FRT table. That's
the Troy PAR. One more time.
Oh, yes. Geez. Sorry, man. Geez. So sorry. He's only been asking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Compaction.
So what's on the list of Polysolvent list of things they want banned? I'll tell you right now, every single firearm, and that is
they will not stop.
And that is what they
PAR
said.
is non-restricted.
Non-restricted.
Pierre, non-restricted. Giddy up.
Okay. So.
Cool. Okay. My curiosity has been satiated. I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
So one final thing for John, he was asking about Prohib moving it to the U.S. You can export it through legal means to the U.S. Just to let you know.
Your Prohibs, you're allowed to move to the U.S., Kelly?
You're allowed to sell them to the U.S.
Sell them to the U.S.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, but you're not allowed to sell them here in Canada. You have to go through a legal export. So I run gun
Which
somebody.
Remember me calling people liberal arts degrees assholes, which I have, which is funny. But anyway, we all need to be kinder to each other right now. Even those who have liberal arts degrees deserve friendship too.
Thanks.
I tried, not you, Kelly. I tried to. I'm an ape and a moron, so it's difficult for me to do things. But I'm telling you, man, I tried to figure out how to legally export a firearm. And but I'm a moron. So contact somebody who does it. Like we have an IPSC friend who imports guns that he wants from the U.S. often. He pays a guy to do the paperwork. So there are people out there who are importers and exporters of firearms. They will charge you a fee and make it happen. So, but my advice, don't do anything. We have an amnesty.
Yep, for 2 years.
I keep saying there's an election coming, but there's not really an election coming. But that tricky dick bastard could call an election, soon. But remember, he just got in with a minority, just literally got in. So there's no election coming. I don't know why I was saying there's an election coming. There's always an election coming, I suppose. But I was saying it like it was imminent, and it's not. But right now, he's never been more popular because he's given away our money like welfare checks. Anyway, if there was an election called tomorrow, he'd get a majority, and he knows it. So maybe they're starting to ease up on the quarantine and stuff and the social distancing so that they can call an election and he can get his majority back, because goddamn well he wants his majority back. So if we have an election tomorrow, we are doubly screwed. But we have a court case. Other people have filed or are going to file, and we have a 2-year amnesty. So don't be, if the Liberals call an early election and win a majority, yes, then it's time to get your guns out. But in the meantime, join the CCFR. Please donate to the CCFR. Join the other organizations that are launching a lawsuit. If they've got to fight the NFA, the CSA, and the CCFR all at the same time, each of those groups is only fighting one person, the government, but the government has got to fight all of us separately. That's going to tax them and spread them out. I shouldn't use the word tax because, we're paying for the government to defend themselves against our gun wars, but such is the system we live under. So don't give up. Don't give in. Don't sell your guns to the states yet. Let this ride out a little bit and stop saying shotguns are prohibited. I'm out.